Hello, hello, hello. This is the Truth Vlog. What is the truth? So, first of all, in order to understand the truth, you have to understand pulse. What is a pulse? A pulse is something that sort of comes in and out of existence, but it's a little bit like a wave, right? It goes up and down. A better way to explain it is the heartbeat. The heartbeat is the ultimate pulse. It contracts and it expands. Now, what happens when the heart contracts? It pushes the blood out. What happens when it expands? It allows the blood to come in. What happens when you take a breath? You bring in oxygen. Your heart expands. What happens when your heart, sorry, not your heart, your lungs. What happens when you exhale? Your lung constricts and then it pushes out. So ironically, just like a baby, in order to get a baby out of a mother's stomach, you have to push and the baby will come out. Whenever you want to change reality, you can't use the system of building, because what building does is it takes an existing reality and makes it better. If I give you a million bricks, right? Everybody today is playing Minecraft, but there's not much you can do in Minecraft. Just like if I gave you bricks, because basically what are you doing? You're constructing structures in which humans can hang out, or I mean, obviously there's a necessity. You need a home, but you haven't fundamentally upgraded reality. If I give you a computer, suddenly there's limitless opportunities, because in the computer there's this empty space, this infinite potential. And in that infinite potential, the only thing that is restricted is imagination. Whatever you can imagine can happen. And so imagination is an interesting thing, because in order to imagine, you have to go into a calm space. You have to go into a relaxed space. That's why a lot of times men are more imaginative than women. So God is obviously like our brains, which he constructed, which is a very deep Kabbalistic thing. But we have a right brain and a left brain. Right brain is creative. Left brain is kind of focused and logical. So in life, if you want to get somewhere, you have to use this idea of a pulse, which is contraction and expansion. In order to be creative, you have to be kind of in what we would call an expansive state. You're calm, you're creative, you're dreaming, you're imagining. And then in order to implement their creativity, and this is the thing, a lot of creative people are not practical people. A lot of practical people are not creative people. In order to implement the creativity, you have to constrict yourself. And if you understand this idea of expansion, contraction, you understand the flow and ebb of life and how life is infinite.